judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Hold on, Uranus!
Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil. Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil. Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil. Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil. Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Hold on, Uranus!
power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
All-Star Kohima. Both of these teams have, of course, are teams that you don't know about. Maybe you know about the players. So, Sarah, why don't you tell the name of the players who are playing in this match tonight?
Of course, and the first team tonight is Team Australis. They've made it their way so far and right into the grand finals, and their members are going to be Krolo, Monesi, Alan, Kyra, and Kian. Some pretty well-known names that we have seen so far. And Team All-Star Kohima might be the tournament favorites because they have got Invoker, Witch, Corey Cutie, Raren, and Neo. Some amazing players hailing from the state of Nagaland, and these 10 of them are going to be battling it out amongst each other in this best of 5 series.
If it's a best of 5, then I think it might go all the way, because I think even Team Australis, even though I don't know all of them, I think I know Krolo very well. And talking about Team Australis, the team itself, you know, the name of the team, Australia is a very well-known team in Counter-Strike, and they have a goated player called Monesi, and here right as well we can see that there's Monesi in the Team Australis. So I think the side of Team Australis might perform very well as well. Let's see what they perform. But talking about Team All-Star Kohima, they definitely have one of the best lineups, which is, like you said, very worthy, very capable of winning this tournament. So I'm also wondering as to what kind of gameplay we're going to be seeing right now. Of course, it's not night. We keep saying tonight because it's most of the times we keep, have these matches in the evening, right? But today we are having it in the afternoon. And to everyone out there who is watching at the LAN event, we could not make it there, but you can enjoy you are able to make it to the LAN event and enjoy the game. So why don't you tell your friends as well to come over and watch the match together?
It is an absolutely beautiful event as far as we know, and as far as you all know at the venue. Make sure to cheer for your favorite team and support them as they play it out this afternoon, of course. And we know that Team All-Star Kohima, they have got an amazing LAN experience. As for Team Astralis, they might be new to the LAN scene, but they will definitely be putting up an amazing fight. So we need to show that we are there for the players as well. So don't forget, cheer, and also be safe, enjoy your time at the LAN, enjoy the other events, and also do find some time to like, share, and subscribe to the live stream on YouTube on the Esports Association of Nagaland channel, and we will definitely be doing our best to bring you the hype.
Definitely. Now, talking about the way this, the game has been progressing, of course, a lot of people might not know. In case you don't know, let me inform you. Of course, one of the biggest tournaments of ML is going on right now in the international stage is the MSC Mid-Season Cup. And in the MSC, one of the strongest teams actually got knocked out. The one who were contenders, they actually got knocked out. We're talking about Team Liquid here. And the thing is, in this tournament as well, one of the strongest teams is Team All-Star Kohima. So it might just happen that the strongest team might get knocked out as well right now. I mean, the players are great individually, but who knows? Maybe Team Astralis has a better synergy and a better game plan coming into this one, which might surprise Team All-Star Kohima. But talking about how the draft might go, I think this meta is more about, I think, assassin jungles, right, Sarah? So what do you think could be the good picks right now for these teams?
Now, definitely, as far as we have seen into the jungle, Ling has risen up a lot in terms of pick rate and also win rate in some situations. But there is, of course, Suyo, who's both a fighter and a jungler in one. He's got way too much mobility and sustain sometimes if he is not marked down. So the Suyo still reigns as one of the best junglers at the moment. Fredrin and Baxia are also getting picked along with the Guinevere. So these 5 heroes are definitely something you need to watch out for. The Yusunshin and Harley can come in situationally, but other than that, I feel like these are some picks both the teams need to watch out for. Raren, we have not seen him play that much of assassins from the side of All-Star Kohima, but Team Astralis, they've got Alan, and he does manage to play the Suyo and Yusunshin very well. So we'll have to see if Raren comes out with his Eda jungle or Hanzo jungle, as a pocket pick just to secure those wins, maybe. But other than that, I feel like it should be a pretty equal matchup.
Yep, that seems to be the case. Because I did not know about Alan, but you told me about him. Now, talking about Raren though, we all know what his hero pool is like. We might even see the 18th channel today, I don't know. Of course, the meta is not really his favorite. But even though utility jungle kind of work, but of course the assassin is the prio right now in this meta, so Raren might struggle tonight. Of course, we're talking about the jungler of Team All-Star Kohima, Raren. And on the other hand, I think this meta also kind of revolves around how you play the goal lane well, because Moskov has become so common these days. Moskov has become such a common pick. I think Moskov could be showing up as well tonight in the hands of Neo or Kyra. No clue about Kyra though. I've not really seen him play. Is it someone else that I don't know about?
It's just, Bengal Gold players, they love their Claude, Harith, Carey, and Moskov. Those are the 4 heroes every single goal laner from the Bengal server can play. And Neo is especially good onto the Claude and Moskov, so we'll definitely be seeing that come up. As for Kyra, I feel like the Harith is more of a favorite choice for him, but we'll have to see what he decides to pick up, because these days, Melissa and Brody have gained their prominence, and in some situations they actually work really well. Even the Clint does work well in certain situations, so that's definitely possible for the matchups. As for the mid lane, Fredo, I feel like the Eudora mid lane has become such a priority with a very low win rate, but still such a high priority for some reason, along with a Rafaela mid lane sometimes showing out of nowhere.
Yep, definitely, man. I think Eudora is definitely one of the best picks out there that you could see, especially because, of course, in an assassin meta, Eudora does kind of work against the Ling and the Hayabusa, Lancelot, Gushen, whatever assassin you can think about. All of those, against all of those, of course, the Eudora works very well. But right now, seems like there could be a problem that you'll be facing on outside. If you can hear us, then don't worry. The team will be resolving the issue very soon. Of course, everyone wants the match to begin as well, especially us, because of course we are here to cause the matches. We want to get right into the game, but for a while we'll be just hoping that the issue gets resolved soon and we can start soon as well. But of course, talking about once again about the meta right now, if you think about this matchup, where of course which I thought he will. I'm talking about Witch here, the mid laner of All Star Kohima. So, in case out there, the people who are watching, if you don't know, Witch is one of the oldest players in the entire, I would say, in the entire country. He has been here since the first, I'll say, proper squad was ever created. The name of the squad was IGN, and since then he has been here. It's about to be 10 or 10, 11 years. At this point, and bro just still keeps going. I thought maybe after the not so good performance at the Mythic Showdown 3 LAN event, he might think of retiring, but bro doesn't want to retire anytime soon, it seems, huh?
That's the passion one has for the game, and that's one of the reasons why India will eventually grow into a better region for MOBA. We know what happened recently, but we will get over it and things will start to look better soon. But other than that, we should be beginning with the draft very soon. And you mentioned that Witch is mid lane. He's not actually mid lane tonight. Tonight he's the roamer for the side of All-Star mid lane, and it is actually Invoker who's going to be playing mid. So that's one thing we need to watch out for. But judging from the fact that they have been playing together for a long time, it should be working out just fine for these people, because yeah, they have practiced a lot. As for Team Astralis though, Crollo, I have seen him more into the jungle usually, but tonight he's going to be playing EXP, so things might change up a little there, as he will also have to adjust to his role. And these days, EXP plays a major role for their teams, especially with the picks like Uranus, Esmeralda, and Alice coming up into the meta pick rates. They have to be going in front of the enemy team and sustaining all of the damage as well as set up at the same time. So it's a mix of roles and jumbles that's going to be happening today, and it's honestly looking pretty interesting as we wait for the draft to start.
And if that's the case, then I think there's a lot to be said about what could be happening, because if Witch is not playing the mid lane, if he's going on the roam, of course they have played for a long time, but man, Witch playing in like a role that I have never seen him play before. Okay, I've seen him play gold, I've seen him play jungle, I've seen him play mid as well. EXP and roam not so much. So I think he usually plays the damage dealing role, not really the kind of role that sustains up front, right? So let's see if Witch is able to, of course, finally get the title of Jack of all trades, Master of all, or what. Let's see. And along with that, talking about of course Crollo. Of course, he's playing on the EXP, and like you said, he's also not playing his main role, which is the jungle, right? So of course, though, but I still feel like EXP is kind of similar to the way jungle plays, because of course, except for the rotation part, because for the jungle you're going to be rotating around to farm the creeps. For the EXP, you're going to be rotating around to provide those team fights for your teams. So I think that's where the rotation becomes much more important. And with that, we are into the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, All-Star Kohima onto the blue side and Astralis onto the red side. Let's see if All-Star Kohima, of course the ones who are favorites here, because of the names in the team, are they going to be able to win it out in this draft phase?
That is the question, definitely. And we have already started on with the bans, and it's going to be Is that a Lancelot ban I see from the side of All-Star Goima? I feel like that's just a... Oh no, that's a Ling ban. My apologies. Okay, that's a Ling and a Freya coming in from both the teams. So we might be able to see something like the Claudio carry getting taken out along with the Jushin. Of course, the Jushin gets banned out. No matter how much you nerf her, she's somehow always in meta. Team Astralis, meanwhile, they should be looking to ban out on the recent jungle changes. Quite possibly, they could take out the Fredrin. Raren's Fredrin is pretty well known, and then again, the Baxia, of course, could be taken out
A
too.
punch for a punch.
Your team
They decide to go for the Paquito instead, focusing more onto the side lanes. And I think Freya and Paquito are definitely the best side laners that you could offer in this meta. So they ban it out immediately. Now coming to All-Star Kohima, what do they want to go for here? They've already banned out the Ling and the Zushin, which goes to show that they want more
Different
of the mid
perspectives
control.
exposed.
And
Same
they go with the
game.
Marcel as well. They want
Two,
that mid lane river control in their favor so that they can dominate the enemy's rotations. But it could also be because the witch doesn't know how to play the Marcel.
I mean, could be, but then again, Marcel, like, you just need a few games on him to really master him. It's pretty easy. Then again, Astralis, what can they really ban here? If they ban out something onto an EXP, they're going to be leaving all the gold options open for Neo. I would rather say just ban out the Claude, and you know what? Neo is going to be disabled quite a lot. That's one of his like main gold lane heroes. But we'll have to see. The Harris is still open for him though, and it is the Baxia like we were mentioning. You don't want to get the Baxia to Raren. Bro is just an maniac on that hero, and instant first pick.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Okay, interesting pick here, because usually, just to let you guys know why we're so surprised with this pick, is because Raren never, he rarely picks assassins. But the thing is, he's picking up the assassin that many people do not like to pick up in the first place these days. Is the Hirara. Of course, it's broken, but in early game it struggles a lot. And Raren on an assassin is it's a feast for the casters. So we're really excited to see this Hirara tonight. I mean, well, we keep saying tonight. Come on, we have to get it out of the system now.
It's fine. But look at that. We have the Belleric and Lilia instantly getting locked in by Astralis. Now I feel like that's a pretty decent choice against the Hirara. You get damage, you get sustain, you get CC as well, and then you get the Lilia to just run away from the Hirara burst. All-Star Kohima, they react instantly with the Claude as well as the Atlas. Very expected picks right there. Atlas is the most picked roamer right now. And I told you, it's the Claude versus the Harith matchup. We just know these gold laners from Bengal server, don't we? Because these two heroes, they spam it everywhere, every match, all the time. And other than that, judging from these picks, the second phase bans are definitely going to be focused on towards the EXP lane. Quite possibly the Esmeralda, Uranus, these two get taken out. All-Star Kohima should try and ban out the Alice, unless Corey can try and pick up Tammuz, one of his signature picks. But other than that, we'll have to see what they decide.
I think so too. I think they have to ban out the Alice here if they do not want to face any problems, because Alice can sustain a lot, especially against this Harith, which is of course it does have the range, but it's still, the range is not quite enough for you to get out of the flowing blood, right? So I feel like they need to get out of the range. Along with that, on the other side, All-Star Kohima right now, they do need to decide what they want to pick up for the EXP lane, because of course the two best EXP lanes that you could go for are ban. You go for a Kaja ban here, because of course the Belleric could be going into the EXP. It is predominantly being played in the EXP as well in this meta, so maybe they're thinking about that.
The equilibrium.
That is actually a pretty good catch, because like you can see, it's Krolo who has picked up onto the Belleric, and if that happens and Belleric goes into the EXP, then it is actually going to be causing a lot of issues for the Hirara if the Kaja was left open. So we see two mid lane bans, that's the Valentina and the Yves. both pretty good choices. You cannot copy the Wrath of the Dryads, and neither can you put on an RWM along with the Claude. So what can be your last banning option? You should be able to take out one of the EXPs, at least the Uranus, I feel like, or the Alice, like we were mentioning, because Claude does struggle a bit against the Uranus. You just keep hitting the tank in front of you and it just never dies unless you are the one snowballing. So yes, it is the Uranus after all. Astralis, now they've got full access to pick up the Alice if they want, but then they will be a magic heavy comp. So in that case, they will be forced to pick up something on towards the physical side. Maybe the Terizla, Lapu, these two could be their choices. But they could also go in for a Benedetta in a way. But no, they decided to go in for the Sora. Okay, all good.
Maybe that's why they ban out the Valentina here. Because I was also wondering as to why they would ban out the Valentina. Because Valentina does not really profit too much from taking the black shoes or even the Wraith of the Dryads, because of course you're a mage, so you cannot really go up front, right? And that's why I was wondering why this Valentina got banned, but now we have the reason on our screens. It's the Sora, which was going to be picked up. Now on the other side, All-Star Kohima, who left with their mid lane and EXP lane picks. EXP lane wise, I think the Lapu Lapu could do well here. Or maybe even the Alice, if they pick up the Alice as well, it could work out pretty good actually. So
even
Alice,
the Esmeralda.
Yeah, even the Esmeralda. All of them can, oh my god, wow, very nice one there. And they go for the Eudora as well. That's a very good, very good lineup that All-Star Kohima have went for. Their draft looks really solid. Absolutely 10 out of 10 scores on draft, I would say. There is literally no,
they call me a hero
I would say,
because I
nothing
saved
wrong
my nation
with
from
this
falling
draft.
apart.
Astralis, they can do well, but man, their execution has to be perfect. Especially the XP.
Yes. That's what, especially the EXP, because the Wrath of the Dryad and the Shifting Skies, these two need to be combined very well, and then Yusunshin has to top it up with his ultimate. The both needs to land properly. Now Raran is on the Hirara. I don't know how much he plays it, but so far, as much as I have seen his assassin gameplays, as a caster, I wouldn't trust it. But then again, he must have practiced, so that's why obviously he picked it. So we'll see if he can play well around it. Esmeralda, of course, the best hero in all of the 10 heroes right now, and if she can just guide everybody right here. Claude needs a bit of the space against Beleric and Sora, but should be able to do well. Atlas needs to get the setup, but who will he actually get a setup on is the question. If he goes in too deep, then he's going to be caught out into the Beleric taunts and Sora ultimates every now and then. So that's going to be a bit of an issue for the Atlas, I feel like, because the Ascension can immune. Harith and Lilia are going to be on the Purify, so we'll have to see. But there's the Eudora, of course, to top it off, and she can actually bait out the Purify. So the Eudora pick is actually a pretty smart move here, I would say.
Yes, and it's very, very easy to think of who is the one drafting for the side of All-Star Kohima. It's probably going to be Witch. I mean, his draft is definitely good because he kind of observes and reads and studies the game a lot. On the other side, I'm wondering who drafted for Astralis as well, who might be Krolo, I guess, based on his experience, because he is one of the most experienced guys among his teammates, I would say. But in this draft, it's clearly going to be All-Star Kohima who have won this one, and Astralis, like you said, it's going to be very, very dependent on how they're able to, layer their skills together in the team fights. It's the Sora and the Beleric especially. And of course, you gotta provide space to Yusunshin for farming, because if he starts getting invaded, then you know that it's not going to be a good game for you at all, because Astralis on the Yusunshin, like we all know, is the kind of hero that needs a lot of farm to finally put some impact in the game. And if you cannot give him that space to farm, if you cannot delay the game long enough for him to get his items, then the enemy is going to snowball, because even Hirara is also the kind of hero that needs those items in order to, of course, come online and deal damage.
That's what she at least needs the Hunter Strike to be completed to, get that actual damage output, because she is burst heavy, yes, but she needs a bit of that spacing and AoE to land the damage. And all of these heroes from the side of Team Astralis are actually pretty mobile, except for the Lilia till she has her black shield. So she should be the primary target in towards the early game. But other than that, we look at those drafts. We have already talked about it. Let's talk a bit about the adverse situations that can happen. One is Neo getting caught out into the shifting skies while he is casting the blazing duet. Bad situation for All-Star Kohima. Eudora needs to be playing it out very safe, because there's a Harriet, there's a Yisun, there's a Sora, there's a Lilia. Everyone's going to be diving in on him. Raren needs to be saving those untargetable moments for when he actually wants to dive in. But other than that, here we are into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Cheer it up at the venue, and we are here in this game, and we will be able to see some amazing team fights, and the early game should be looking pretty equal for these teams. Just a bit of full game. And already look at the Bellerin being annoying, but Invoker pretty low. That's an early flicker getting taken out. The stun's going to be landing in from the Eudora, but he should run by now. Raren comes in, gets the immobilized. Should be able to get a kill. That's going to be the first one getting taken out by Witch. The man is on fire.
Yep, and even, of course, Raren stunning us there with those damage that he was able to pull off. And Witch not letting Mr. What was the name again? Monacy escape. Yep. And I mean, the way that these guys have been playing, I've thought for a moment that Invoker could be getting taken down, but I think Monacy kind of overextended there, forgetting that Hirara can actually rotate much faster than of course, his teammate Yisun, because he will be focusing on farming. So yeah, they should have considered that before they went for the fight there. And Raren making the rotation at the right time, which able to get the pick off. And even in the goal lane as well, if you take a look, Claude is able to dominate the Harriet. Harriet forced to recall. That's not a good sign at all, because Harriet should not be losing out against the Claude in the early game, I think.
That's what it's going to be. Like the Claude, if he gets the basic attacks on point onto the Harriet on full stacks, then he will win. But if the Harriet manages to cut off the lane and then get his enhanced basic attack damage onto the Claude, then he will be the one winning the lane. And honestly, Harriet has the better opportunity of getting the last hits onto the minions as compared to the Claude. But look at that, it's going to be an engage on towards the bottom side. Shifting skies comes in, but he's going to be missing out on the second dash, and that's Crollo getting taken down. All-Star Kohima already on a 2-0 lead, and they will be starting off onto the turtle. That should be a pretty uncontested one, because Australis is one man down, and the Yisun cannot even come anywhere close to the turtle.
Corey, my god, he could be dying here. And no, he will be able to escape though somehow. And the turtle will also get taken here. All-Star Kohima are looking very strong in this one. They're not showing any signs of discomfort in this game. 2-0, and they're going to still keep rolling on. And even in the goal lane as well, there seems to be no issues for them. Meanwhile, another engage could be coming through here into the mid lane, which does have his Fatal Links, and Monacy does have the Purify as well. Let's see if Harriet will get caught here or not, because I think Witch is planning for a gank on the top side.
Indeed, he is. But he does have the Purify, so if his reflexes are fast enough, he should be able to escape it out pretty easily. But other than that, Witch definitely providing some space for his team, and even on a new role, I feel like he is doing decently well enough. And can't say the same for Raren though, because so far the setups have actually come in from Witch and not him. So we'll have to see what he does towards late game. But Corey is here. And he will definitely be caught up, but that's a lot of resources getting wasted just for an Esmeralda. And now the damage comes in from the Eudora. Eudora is low, Invoker flicker got right on time. Raren comes in clutch. Can he get the finish onto Crollo as well? He's trying to get the dashes. And that's going to be Witch again with the perfect stun. And Raren finishes the second guy off. All-Star Kohima with a strong lead in the early game.
My goodness, 5-1 is the score, and in the recent fight was just one member taken down for 3. And that's going to be so bad because of course Raren, he's on 301 right now, and Hirara, all he needs is that snowball. And the fact that Raren is on 301 right now, it means the side of Astralis are going to have an even harder time dealing with this Hirara, which is so broken because of that immunity that she gets along with the damage. And okay, look at that mountain chopper already used up as well. That's a lot of resources burned. I don't think they can take this turtle. They have to give it up. But oh wait! Going in for initiation, falling Star Moon as well! Take a look at that! Raren, another double for him.
Late Kyra comes in though with a command force trying to take down the Invoker who doesn't have the flicker, and I feel like he will be getting the kill onto the Eudora for now. But is it a fair trade is the question. Oh, but he gets Witch as well in the process, but gives away the monster kill to Raren, who has already picked up onto 2 items. So that should be a pretty easy snowball for the Hirara right there. All the members from the side of Team All-Star Kohima are looking forward to making up their second item pretty soon, while the side of Astralis are actually struggling with that because they've only got 1 item so far and not even half of the next one. Esmeralda here, again, a bit of an issue, but uses the Falling Star Moon at the very right spacing and moment to escape from that situation.
And now it seems like Raren is going for a kill. He wants to hunt down Kyra, and oh my goodness, the damage from Invoker and Raren combined, able to take that Harith off the map instantly. 2-2, Kyra standing on, and if we can take a look at the goal difference, it's already at around the 3k mark. And the side of Astralis are still holding on though. They're not really giving up yet, but I think they have to do more if they want to come back in this match. They cannot let Raren keep snowballing like this.
Indeed, because even if Kyra, oh, that's going to be a good weather call coming in. Sora gets such a bit of a setup as well. Corey is going to cut out pretty low, but the last stack of this guy doesn't hit, and that's going to be a bit of a late ult initiation. Like, you don't get the second phase of the Sora ult without your 5 stacks, and Solo didn't get it, so the entire team fight was a waste, and now Balarik gets chased off by the Atlas and the Hirara and the Eudora. So definitely they just get taken down just like that, and that's going to be the third free turtle of this game coming in from the side of All-Star Kohima. And looks like we can actually trust Raren's Hirara, guys, so don't underestimate him next time on these assassins, I feel like. But then again, we actually need to commend it to Witch right now for the way he has been playing on that Atlas, and it's just one ult miss that he missed out on top on the Ascension. But I feel like that was just a misjudge of the range. And there we go. He's getting caught out, but yeah, he can flicker out of that situation pretty easily. Mana Shocker being used up onto the top side, Neo kind of free roaming, and the way he has been farming up right now, things are looking tough for the side of Astralis if they do not manage to shut down that Hirara and Claude. Invoker again in a very aggressive position for some reason, and he gets taken out. Corey dives in a 1v4.
What?
Bad decision, I would say, but these people just kind of went in and died, guys.
Yes, there's no reason for them to go and take that fight there, but even Cody as well, he went in for an engage in a 4v1 and got caught off guard. Raren and Witch probably wondering what was Corey and Invoker thinking there. And the thing is, Kyra has gotten 2 kills now in his pocket, so it's going to be even harder for him to, of course. Oh, Raren! He gets caught. Oh my god.
But
whoa! An outplay coming here, but there comes Krollo, and he will be getting the job done. And every single one has died from the side of All-Star Kohima now. The snowball, the farm lead, the moment that they have built it all up for has fallen down, and now Astralis are looking for a comeback in this game.
One wrong move from the side of All-Star Kohima, and the goal lead just completely vanishes from in front of their hands and eyes. So let's see what they do here actually. And honestly speaking, that team fight was so unnecessary towards the bottom lane. They didn't have their damage dealers and stuff. They could have, you know, just not taken the fight, but other than that, I feel like it's still okay if they can keep the Claude safe. But the way the Harith has been farming, it will be a little difficult for the side of Astralis to actually get the team fight on. And yeah,
Oh,
see,
Valerie!
this is what I was talking about. But the Claude still has the blazing duet, gets it online, Invoker gets taken down, and of course the Invoker gets taken down. It's emptying after all. And now Claude goes back into the team fight, gets bursted out. He essentially manages to get 3-for-1 trade, not so good, but Frollo will have the stacks here. Raren kind of caught into that situation, uses the untargetable right on time. Corey trying to hide them a bit, distract them from the Hirara so he can manage to stay alive. Oh no, Kian needs to walk away of that situation, but the side of Team All-Star Kohima, they are throwing a little bit at the moment, and Australis is actually coming online because look at that, that's going to be the Holy Crystal for Kyra right there. I told you these people love their Harith picks and they just somehow managed to play it out so well, even if the enemy is leading in the early game.
Yep, and you gotta give credit to Invoker there. It is his death that started all of this, and of course Australis will be thanking Invoker for whatever he has done for their side. But right now Corey is zoning out the main members, of course, Monacy, and with that they are able to get the Lord. I think there could have been a contest because the score is almost even right now, including the farm. I think they can take an even fight, but Australia is just holding on. Maybe because Kyra didn't have the Purify yet.
Yeah, that's what. And oh, look at that. Frollo will try to look for an engage, but he doesn't really commit to it. And Invoker, he needs to save his flicker and also his positioning because he's getting caught out by the Harith a lot of times. And this I did tell you is going to happen because, of course, Eudora is still, and Eudora, no matter how much damage she gets, and she is immobile AF, and she is getting caught out in that situation. But let's see. Yeah, that's going to be the taunt, alright. And Witch needs to run away from the situation, and he will be able to, thankfully his second skill was there. Let's see what happens right now because the Lord is going to be charging down the bottom side. Isn't really the 12-minute Lord, so it won't hurt that much, but that's going to be a tier 2 getting taken by the side of Team All-Star Kohima. They're trying to build their lead back up. It's back to 2k into their hands, but one wrong team fight and things can change drastically right now. Frollo does have the ultimate, doesn't really work out, and probably just a defensive measure coming in from the side of Astralis right now. And what they really can do is pick up the Atlas as he tries to close in onto the Belleric because they have got the burst by now. Max to max, only the Harith ultimate will be used up in those situations, and that's like a 12-second cooldown ultimate, so you can definitely spam it as much as you want. All-Star Kohima, they need to work on a little bit of their mid positionings and they need to play it out slightly safer and not get caught out into the Rat of the Dryad. And other than that, I feel like, oh, Raren, he's actually trying to go in and he uses up the dash. We'll have to back off because, yeah, he is low and yeah, that's going to be him backing off.
Seems like Kian here could be getting caught. Oh, he uses the flicker though. Will he be able to escape? Yes, that seems like he will be able to escape. But the thing is, even after that Lord, they have not, the side of All-Star Kohima have not been able to get that mid lane. And that's not really what I was expecting from them because I think that they could have at least taken down the mid lane tier 1 and, you know, force a couple of inhibitors as well, but they did not reach for the inhibitors. Neither they took the mid lane. So the Lord has basically done nothing except, of course, getting that bottom lane tier 2. Not really fruitful, I would say. But now, I think they are planning to force out on this mid lane. Raren trying to look for something there. I don't know how this game is going to go forward. All I know is that it's going to be depending on the hands of Invoker for something to happen.
Indeed, right? And Corey, oh, look at him, bro. He is just there. And poor Harith, he isn't even dealing damage anymore because the Oracle is up, the Radiant Armor is up, and Hikori is actually delaying the Harith so much, and that's too much damage. Okay, interesting. Kyra manages to escape, but will Alan be able to escape is the question. Now Corey is the one who has to escape. Very nice. At last, uses of the ultimate. Sora does get his stacks this time, uses his skills, but that's going to be Neo's basic attacks finishing him off. A good sacrifice for the team, but then again, what is the sacrifice going to do if your team can't convert it into kills? And that's exactly what's going wrong with Astralis for now.
Yep, and now they're going to push in for the mid lane, it seems, finally. But, whoa, not the best lane sync, I would say. Top side, though. Looking at it, Ori distracting the others while Raren goes for the push. And now Neo from the bottom side. Bottom side completely clear, wide open for him to push in. Just needs to clear one of those minions for him to push. And yo, they finally pay attention to the Lord. It's not that late though. But nobody is going to do something or something. I don't know. I don't know why Corey and Wick are not going in.
I mean, they're just waiting for the minions to hit the inhibitor, I feel like, and now Corey is going to bring a bit of a danger. And the members of Astralis are so close together. I feel like this is like a golden opportunity for the Atlas if he just manages to go in. But the problem again is that the purifiers are up for the Harriet as well as the Yasuki can just immune to this first hit. So we will have to play it out a little more tactically. Might wait for the Eudora to actually bait out the flicker, but since it's a Harriet, it's difficult for even the Eudora to bait out a flicker from an Harriet, because if she goes in, he catches her, and yeah, I mean, also at Kohima, they're just a little, you know, hesitant right now to engage.
Yep, like you were saying, I mean, it's very difficult for an Eudora to bait it out because, of course, the Harriet is staying at the backline, right, all very deep. So baiting out the Purify, even though it's going to be very, very top priority for the side of All-Star Kohima, it's still going to be very, very difficult to pull it off. And which is probably not going to initiate unless and until the Purify gets baited out.
That's what.
Okay.
That's the thought process for an Atlas player. And I know exactly how it feels because... Anyway, because
yeah,
yes.
I know.
Because yes, I'm All-Star Kohima. And right now, they are in a very safe spot. You know, it's like a very comfortable, cozy little living room they're in, and they do not really want to come out of it. And Astralis is kind of caught up in one of those dungeons where they desperately want to break free. And it's one of those situations where the dungeons cannot usually break free unless the living room people are like, I'll give you the key, but that key is Invoker, and that Invoker's positioning is the key here. And if Astralis even by chance manage to steal it into their hands, we will have to see that they are actually breaking out of their dungeons. But right now, none of that is happening. The living room people are sitting in front of their beautiful fireplace and they are just chilling. And look at them, just baiting the people in front of the dungeons like, hey, here's your key, let's give it to you. But they're not giving it away. That's the situation.
Yep, Sarah trying to explain the complex thing in easy terms here for everyone to understand. Hope you appreciate that, the crowd out there. And let's see who is going to be the one to take the advantage in this fight. Corey for the backlines though. Prolo?
We told you. Yup, we told you it's Invoker. There was going to be an attempt at stealing the key for the people from the dungeon, but this line looks like Invoker has learned his lesson and he did manage to run it around. But Kyra's going to be caught in the middle of a few people right there. He's sustaining a little too much. That's a lot of shield, but now he doesn't have the damage anymore. New into the backside and definitely just dealing as much damage as possible. The immortality gets taken out by Alan, but Atlas is right back, and Esmeralda, like we mentioned, that's the XP laner currently in the meta, and absolutely just kiting everybody in a 1v2, 1v3, whatever the situation is, as Hirara takes the Lord for his team. The members of Team Astralis completely got scattered in the team fight, and unfortunately, they just had a little more of a lead.
They're coming. They're coming for the kill or they're coming for the Lord, but they did not get anything. Oh my god! Twitch with the Fatal Links, but oh, he's still able to survive and he might be able to go away as well. Morikuti diving in, and now he might be the one getting caught instead. Lot of resources burned there to go for the Beleric, and that's not really a wise decision, right, Sarah? You do not want to waste so much on a Beleric, right?
It's the Fatal Links at the 19-minute mark of the game, so I feel like that's got like a 27 to 30-second cooldown. It is fine because he's going to get it back for the Lord anyway. Plus, he has the flicker. Plus, it forces out the Balric flicker, so they won't be able to defend too aggressively into this situation. The Lord, it is still pretty healthy and looking. Yeah, Witch got his ultimate. They should be looking for an engage right now. Sir, Witch, you need to engage. And it's Corey just jumping in front of them, which this time definitely trying to go in. Rascal Dryads comes in. Sora is the one who gets the ultimate, catches nobody after that. Wait! Beautiful ultimate, let's go! And now, Star Kohima are low and they need to be the one to back up. Corey, QG, is going to die in that situation. Caught out in the middle of 4 people. And looks like the key wasn't Invoker, the key was Witch all along. Imposter among us.
Oh my god. Nothing really too much to say except for a failed attempt at getting the heist of the base tower, you can say. Because Witch out there, he just fumbled one of his biggest fumbles, I would say. He has not really fumbled so hard in his entire career. Like he did just now. Missed out on an ult in such a... I mean, he was caught in broad daylight, guys. Caught in 4K. Okay,
caught in 4K. It's like the Sora got an ultimate, then missed, and then Witch got an ultimate, and then missed that. So it's like, who fumbles harder in this game is going to be the situation. And I think the only issue that All-Star Korean are facing right now is that they are unable to catch the Harriet so easily.
I also feel the same way. I think catching Harriet is the key, but Kyra has been positioning so well in this entire game that it's not really going to be easy for All-Star Kohima to catch Kyra unless, of course, he runs out of his ultimate, and only when his ultimate is down is the time when you can actually go in for an engage and hope that he might be getting caught in one of your skills. But okay, Corey Witch going in at the right time. And I think the frontliners have been zoned out completely here, which is taking a lot of hits from Monacy as well. And Raren wants to go in, he wants to finish someone. He won't find anyone there though. And Kyra coming back, but take a look at the far lane, Sarah. There's a lot of things that could go wrong for Astralis here.
Indeed. And look at the way the lane pressure happens when you've lost an inhibitor. Like 2 people are constantly forced to stay on the base. You're kind of forcing onto the Lord here. But they realize it's a very bad decision because Korikuri is right at their faces, and so is Witch. Witch is getting marked down quite a lot. Sora again misses out on the ult, supporting Stamina with 2 people. Frollo going to be targeted down quite a lot. Kyra getting demand force online, dealing quite a lot of damage in the situation, trying to deal as much damage as possible. Now Neo is going to be the one getting caught out. Immortality gone again. Kyra cannot sustain the damage coming in from the Eudora, even if he purified the stun. But this time, Corey will be the one absolutely going right into the base. What a crazy person this guy is out of that Esmeralda, I would say. But Kian and Alan going to be the only ones left in order to defend this base. They don't even need the Lord. They don't even care about the Lord. They're going straight for the end.
Yep.
Neo here gets
like
stunned. Okay, he's going to be alive right now. No Wrath of the Dryads available. And now the base is going to be wide open for the side of All-Star Kohima to take into their hands. Victory!
What a game this one was. It's absolutely stunning game. All-Star Kohima, back and forth, but in the end it's going to be them who are going to be the victors. And as you can see, the itemization as well on point for everyone. And of course, the main one that I would like to say, but wait a minute. I think there should have been a glowing one onto the Eudora. Could have been, a better choice as well. But maybe Invoker, all he wanted was to target down the squishies, so maybe that's why he went for the Lightning Truncheon instead. And looking at the KD 915 on Raren is, of course, pretty unexpected. Because nobody expects anything when Raren is on Assassin, but tonight, of course, once again, today he has proved that, of course, he is one of the best when it comes to the Assassins, I guess. So we might be seeing a Hirara ban coming up next game, because I think that Hirara on the Raren is something that you need to be figuring it out. On the other side, though, I think Kyra had a very good game, but it was still very difficult for him to do everything alone, because Krollo and Kian on the front lines were not really able to do too much, as well as Alan Wake not really able to get enough in this game, especially because of the presence of Invoker. Because he knew that if he goes in and Invoker catches him with the combo, he's going to get deleted instantly.
Exactly so. And it feels like the side of All-Star Kohima, they could have had an easier game if it wasn't for him being, just dying out towards the bottom side that once. But yeah, overall, I think he did well. Even as a Eudora against such divey heroes, he did manage to take out the Harith towards the late game, and that was what mattered the most, because taking down the Harith was the biggest challenge, and he did help contribute to doing that. Because even if you have a Purify, you can escape the CC, but you can't escape damage, and that's where the Eudora comes in. So definitely very good contribution by both the teams for their respective roles. The Sora tried to get a lot of setups, and it's just that the Sora setups are so predictable now that people have been playing it a little too much. That is difficult to catch unless it's by very much of a surprise, like a conceal play or something, and that doesn't happen with a Belleric. A Belleric isn't really a conceal hero unless your team has the coordination for it, and it didn't look like Astralis had that, at least towards the mid-game phase. After that, they did manage to get a few of the kills. The Harith was hurting a lot, and the Eudora and Claude were always on the edge of their seats, just trying to figure out where the Harith would ult and how they can run, saving the BMI, saving the flicker, everything that's possible. So obviously, I think good fight by both of the teams, but that's going to be it for game 1 further, and I feel like we should be going on a little bit of a break, unless of course the players are ready for game 2.
Definitely, we can go for a break, because of course, man, I mean, honestly speaking, the reason why I would like a break is because I think the teams need to prepare a little bit. They need some time. Some of them are probably playing LAN for the first time. I think the side of Astralis, they are probably playing their first LAN, because I think all the people on the other side, All-Star Kohima, or you can say Old Star Kohima, they definitely have a lot of LAN experience in their hands. So yeah, it should not be probably any sort of nervousness for them. But for the other side, it might be they might be getting kind of nervous performing in front of a crowd who is probably cheering up front. And if you're not cheering, guys, then of course you need to cheer up for the teams that you want to see win. Like I told you already, both of these sides are, of course, they are very good players. They can pull up very good games. But of course, they can make, as big as their names are, those are the it's how big their mistakes can also get, like you saw already, those Atlas ult and all that. So if you're out there sitting in the crowd, and of course laugh out loud for the mistakes as well, you might want to just point fingers at the screen and say, "Oh my God, did you see that Atlas missed the ult?" So yeah, have fun, guys, have fun.
And that's going to be it. Let's let the audience have some fun, and let's let the players, strategize a bit more for game 2, because we are going to be right back after a short break. Hold on, Uranus! Pasha, we need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Pasha, we need you!
judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning!
Welcome back, everyone, once again to the 12th annual NAJ 6. This is your boyfriend. Alongside, we have Sarah, and we are going to be casting for the second game between Astralis and All-Star Kohima. It's the grand finals. It's a BO5 series, and of course, the one who wins this takes away the prize pool. So, of course, what is the prize pool? We don't know yet, but we'll inform you very shortly. And these guys are all your local boys playing out there, so cheer up for them so that they can, of course, represent Nagaland on the national stage as well, right? Of course. Now, talking about the draft, Sarah, what are your thoughts as to how the draft is progressing?
So far, I feel like the Hirara has been taken out as a respect ban, obviously, and that's a pretty good decision because last game the Hirara was a real menace. I would say, honestly, very surprising, but definitely a menace. And the Belric has been taken out by Astralis, as well as Atlas getting taken out by All-Star Kohima. So they do not want to give their own heroes to the side of the opponent. Astralis Kohima have picked up the Freya for the gold lane. That's an interesting choice because Freya gold is not so widely seen. We did see a few teams play it out onto the MSC phases yesterday, but then again it was towards the EXP. So a gold Freya, we'll have to see how it works. But then again, also Kohima decided to go in for the Harith towards the gold lane. Now that interesting because Harith usually loses against the Freya, so they're expecting the Freya to go towards the EXP. Kaja along with Lilia and not an actual burst mage is an interesting choice because you usually play the Kaja with something like Gord or Lunox or those Farsa, the bursty kind of mages for an instant finish. All-Star Kohima, meanwhile, very teamfight oriented draft. They've got the Harith for the finish off towards the mid to late. Jushin and Khalid, a classic mid lane winning combination, constant pokes, constant knockouts, and in general a very much annoying comp altogether. Carry and Baxia will be taken out again, respect banning for the enemy goal laner, and of course Raren's Baxia. So we might be seeing a Fredrin ban coming in as well. And now the decision has been taken out. The Fredrin is definitely a very good choice for Raren to pick up here, and that might actually be banned out by Astralis if they can read into it.
Definitely, if they ban out the Fredrin here, it's clear that they are definitely respecting Raren here, who has already shown what he can do on the Hirara last game. So Hirara gets banned out in the first phase, and there you go. Like you said, it's going to be the Fredrin and Baksha, which are probably going to get banned out, and so they get banned out as well. And that's going to make things interesting here because Raren is left with a few options, and it's probably going to be the Edith or the Hanzo, or I don't know if he has been practicing something else entirely by himself. That we might be surprised as well, seeing it for the first time. But All-Star Kohima this time around, what are they going to go for? Are they going to go for a jungle first? Are they going to wait it out and go for an EXP first or something? Because if you want to deal with this Freya on the EXP lane, which could be actually going into the gold as well, so you never know, right? But Freya in the gold lane, it will definitely be able to win it out against the Harith in the early game. So if you want to go for something else, then you can go for that. and they go for the Akai here, which does make
Obvious
sense.
choice. Honestly, an obvious choice. Despite the nerfs, Akai is still pretty decent into the jungle, and paired up with the Jushin plus the Khalid plus all of that poke damage that's going to be coming in from the Harith as well, it honestly works out. And also Koima, they're leaving their EXP still open. They are still waiting it out to see the golden EXP lock-ins for the side of Australia, because they know that the Freya is a flex. And honestly speaking, that's a wise choice. If it was any other team, they might have locked in on the Esmeralda just to safeguard the Jushin and the what's it called, the Harith pick. But here for Astralis, the Esmeralda is such a goated pick, I would say. I don't know even how to mention
Your
it.
team is picking.
Yeah, you leave a bait hanging and you expect the enemy to not pick it up. That's not happening this game, because Astralis, they realize that Freya will win against the Harith in the goal lane, and the Esmeralda can just guide everybody from the side of All-Star Kohima too easily in the situation. And now All-Star Kohima need a physical damage dealer. They have got their roam, they've got their jungle, so the ones that left is the EXP. Do we see something like the Camel's EXP? No, we see the Arlot and the Akai. Okay, nice combination right there.
I was just about to say Arlet and it got picked up. Very good combination actually. That could work out in this one because of the Akai, right? In this game. And along with that, like you were saying, Esmeralda is of course a good pick as well. I think in this game though, the draft is pretty even from both the sides. It's a very even draft. Anything could go anyways. Just like the last game, if nobody throws, nobody loses. So yep, if you throw first, you lose first. If you don't throw, you don't lose. So yeah, the target of this game, the main goal is do not throw. So yeah, with that, let's see how this game goes. Astralis are behind. All-Star Kohima are leading. And this time around, they have the Freya, which is of course one of the best picks in this meta. And it has always been able to shine. Doesn't matter, which team you're playing for, right? So I think Astralis definitely have a good chance of winning this one out.
Smash them.
That's quite the possibility, but welcome to the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in game number 2 after All-Star Kohima are leading with a pretty stumbling win in game 1, I would say, because that was a very equal match towards the late game and they happened to throw their game quite a lot. But this game around, I feel like the Harley might actually be the weakest link, because they've got an Akai who can sustain the deadly magic. They've got an Arlot and a Khalid who can just dive in onto the Harley and create a lot of issues for the poor little boy. And that might just be one of the cases that's happening very soon. Saga getting poked out quite a lot, which is low, forces out the flicker in the early game itself. 253 will be the timer when his flicker comes in, so right before the first turtle, so far it's still okay.
It does seem okay, and which is still able to scout out the area. Krolo as well as Monacy here guiding Alan Wake's jungle. They know Alan Wake is going to get invaded very heavily. It did not guard him. And Neo, on the other hand, freezing the wave out. He knows he's not going to win it out in a 1v1 against the Freya. Freezing wave is the wisest thing that the Harith can do for himself right now, because his roam is not going to be around to help him. Instead, he's going to go and invade, but hope Witch does not get caught out himself first, because he's very, very low as well. And he has not used the quick sand guard yet.
Yes, I think he's just saving it for one of those important team fight moments, and that's a valid decision. And you wouldn't really want to, waste your healing potential right before the turtle. So, and right now, Neo, he seems to be leading a bit against the Freya, and Freya has missed a minion or two, so she won't be hitting level 4 anytime soon. So All-Star Kohima should definitely be having the advantage at this turtle, except for the fact that Alan is in a very good position, and which, yeah, he doesn't manage to stop. Kian will be the one getting taken down almost instantaneously as he decides to go in. Or Cutie gonna be caught out pretty low into this fight. He needs to run, and Dragon will be the one securing that kill. Now Alan will be spotted this time around. He doesn't have an escape anymore. Dragon onto the Akai is another one of those menaces you need to watch out for. So even if you ban these guys pull out, it's not going to work that much. Arlot final slash right on point. but there is not enough damage. Invoker trying to go in on the Esmeralda, trying to catch her in, but Solo does have enough movement to try and escape, and that's exactly what he does. Members of All-Star Kohima are now extending this a bit, and they might pay for it, but the quick Vanguard, it will help him survive. And an insane long team fight coming in by this team.
And Corey, he did a very good job with that final slash and everything, but of course there isn't enough damage in the mid lane, right? In the mid lane trio, there isn't enough damage to actually take advantage of whatever damage that Corey had dealt. We need a finisher, and of course Corey has to be the finisher here. He should not be the one engaging first. But seems like Corey was the one doing all the job alone, but Crollo here taking a lot of hits should not be a problem, especially against an Arlot. He's a very healthy lady. And with that mid lane though, some initiation could be happening here. Rare looking for an angle, or Witch as well. Looking for something out there. Kian does not give them anything away, as the positioning is perfect from both the teams. But also Kohima still leading by 2 kills and of course 1000 goal lead. That's actually nothing, to be honest.
But it is something very early game, but the damage from the Harlot and the Khalid at the same time will be too much for the side of All-Star Kohima to handle. Raren, he actually gets the pin, but he is going to be caught out. Very low double kills for our Khalid right there, and Raren manages to survive. Kyra somehow unable to sustain the damage coming in from the Harriet already, and we're looking very low right now. Will miss out onto the minions, so this is going to be having a real backlog for the side of Team Astralis. It's like they have got so much damage and so much sustain at the same time, they're just unable to synergize it together amongst each other, while All-Star Kohima, despite kind of having a losing draft, are winning it out somehow.
Yep. They do not have enough damage, but they are the ones having more kills, and that's only because the team fights have been going very well in their favor. Very synergized, very coordinated. At the same time though, I would say one thing, Kyra is kind of behind as compared to Neo. That's going to be a big issue, but I think Kyra can still compensate because the fighter and they get the turtle, and there could be a good fight coming in as well. Can Corey be getting caught here?
He could be, and Priya is trying to juggle quite a lot into the situation. There's going to be a Purify getting used up by the Esmeralda. Kyra got to start out pretty low. Corey gets the kill onto Kyra, and now Invoker will get the kill onto Crollo as well. They still aren't giving up. They are chasing even the roamer down, and Witch is going to be the one getting the killing spree. Who would say that Witch is a mid laner or a goal laner or a jungler? Bro is playing a little too well onto that lead. Now he spots out the Harley, but he should be careful because the deadly magic can take him down after all. But Harley
Does have the quick sand guard.
red.
Uses the quick sand guard to get back into the game. And with that, we can see only one Sky Piercer, which is into the hands of Invoker. He's already on 2 kills, probably has 10 stacks on that one. And Freya does have the golden staff. A lot of damage will be coming through because of that, but they're still behind in terms of farm. And take a look at the farm difference between the Harriet and the Freya. Harriet is very farm right now, and Corey QT! He will die, and a 5-man gank on the bottom side. Somebody could have pushed down the top side though, but seems like All-Star Kohima are also looking for a gank here. They want to find someone. Witch coming in from behind. Ellen Wake. Could he be the one getting caught here, or will it be someone else? All-Star Kohima are looking very strong, and they are committing completely onto the Freya. Freya able to use the Valkyrie's distance to get away. And Kian, does he have the Divine Judgment to catch someone? It seems like he does not have it yet. So nobody will be getting caught, but All-Star Kohima. Okay, Alan Wake.
He gets spotted though into that situation, and now Khalid should be the one to run away a bit. He's getting caught out quite a lot, but there's the Arlon coming in for the backup. Gets a lot of those final flashes and dashes all the way right into the enemy territory. And he's still getting it. Wait though with the flicker and the raging sandstorm coming in clutch. That's going to be the side of All-Star Kohima securing kills left and right. And now they're going to be going in for the turtle again. 1 man down for the side of Astralis as they try to go in for the turtle again. Valkyrie sees it, trying to deal as much damage as possible, but the stuns are a little too much coming in from All-Star Kohima, and Neo will be the one to take him down. Oh, Corey QT! They do make an all proud onto that Fredo.
The turtle.
Onto that Arlord.
I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah, I do understand about the Arlord, but how many times has Alan Wake used up that deadly magic onto Witch, and how many times has
Blue
Witch
team
survived
turret
it
has
because of
been
the quicksand
destroyed.
guard? I mean,
Insane.
it's been
Exactly.
way too many times. I mean, Alan should be learning a lesson by now that, bro, it doesn't work like that. You cannot really use the deadly magic on the Khalid as long as he has the quicksand guard, because he's not going to take any sort of damage once he heals back up. So I think Alan has still not learned his lesson. He keeps using the deadly magic on Witch again and again, again and again in every single team fight. And that's why Invoker and Neo are on 0 deaths.
That's what, like, as an Harley, you're supposed to guide down the enemy mid and enemy goal lane. Like, I understand it's a Herrick and you're hesitant to mark him down. But a Herrick can't sustain against a Harley who's just going to drop all his cards from a flank. And that's exactly what Astralis has been missing so far, and looks like All-Star Kojima are looking for a clean sweep in this game as well. But Astralis, will they give up so easily is the question. I do not think they should, or that they would, because right now they are still farming up and there is still a possibility towards the late game that the side of All-Star Kojima makes some mistake. Especially, no targets intended, but you know there is someone onto the mid lane who can make those kind of mistakes like in the previous game. So we should be able to see something like that. But this time around, Neo is onto the Harriet, so he is a little bit more confident than he was in the previous game. And of course, there isn't anybody to mark him down either. There's practically no CC from the side of Astralis except for the Kaja's ultimate, and the Kaja ultimate is in most situations towards the late game and everyone is sticking together, it's a hit or a miss. But right now, Harris is alone towards the bottom side, and that's going to be a gang coming onto him. Oh, look at that, towards the bottom side, the Harris actually manages to survive despite all of those things being thrown onto him.
That Harry is way too farm right now, I think. And that's why he's able to survive all that. Or maybe there was a couple of misses or something, but we are looking at the Lord right now, and Witch is just scouting out the area, providing information for Rarin. And let's see what the decision going to be like. Alan Wake as well, not arriving to the party yet. He has not been spotted out yet. Alan Wake can make a move here. He can steal the Lord, but Alan Wake, oh, he uses the hat way too early. And Rarin will get the Lord. Witch again going in. They want to go all in for Alan Wake. Kyra, Monacy, anyone could be falling. Oh, Kyra decides to jump in instead, and he might be getting pinned to the wall there though. But okay, nobody dies in that big and long fight. But that Lord will go into the hands of All-Star Kohima.
Fight of sustain and fight of who sets up better. And All-Star Kojima have been leading in all aspects into that situation. Right now, they are having the Lord advantage into their hands. They have got even the lane pressure this time around because the side of Australis have been unable to take down even a single turret in this game. So the Lord will definitely be charging down right onto those tier 2s onto the top side. They should be able to get the tier 2 onto the middle lane as well. The bottom lane, it's cleared out, but the other ways should be coming in pretty soon. Once they get the side, they should be able to crash the Lord onto the inhibitor. The Lord crashes, the tower is a little bit down to 3/4 of its HP, and now also Kohima will be looking to move forward with this minion wave that's going to be coming in on the mid since they know that everybody is onto their mid. Oh, Rarin, he actually gets the setup onto the Kaja almost immediately. I feel like Team Astralis should not have gone out in this case, but Neo is the one finally getting knocked down by the Harley, and Wake will be able to get a kill. Harris and has been taken down, and it's going to be Freya as well who gets taken down. Korikuri dives in a little too aggressive with that lot, and he does have to flicker out of the situation, but the side of All-Star Kohima, despite being solo, are refusing to give up. Korikuri still trying to get all the damage and sustain that he possibly can, and that's an insane amount of sustain coming in from both his emblem as well as his items by now. And yeah, look at that, one Oracle and a Fury Hammer, and then the Brave Smite is enough for an Alot to survive even the worst of those situations.
Yep, and the way he has been dealing damage as well. I mean, Arlo doesn't really need to go full damage in order to one-shot anyone. All he needs to do is sustain out the entire fight. and wait for the right angle to provide that setup with the final slash, and he has been doing just that, and he's probably going to complete his damage item right now, and it's probably going to be the Hunter Strike. But talking about the other members on the side of Team All-Star Kohima, they've also been performing really well, and Akai, the way he was able to pin down the Kaja, which is Kian on the other side, I think that was really one of the key moments which was able to turn around the fight here. But even then, they've still not been able to get a tower with the help of that Lord. I'm still wondering as to how can we convince All-Star Kohima to take down towers as well, man. Okay? Fine.
As we talk about a fight, that's going to be Kian getting taken down again. And the Harley, I told you, is going to be facing a lot of issues because of the Khalid and the Alad, and that's exactly what's happening in this game as well. Right now, All-Star Kohima, they've got a free access to the Lord. Almost 14 minutes into this game and not a single tower being taken in by Astralis, and maybe now they will be able to get the top side because every single member from the side of All-Star Kohima is going to be focused onto the Lord, and Freya can actually sneak away a tower or swing to the top side, but the rest of his team absolutely getting bursted down. Lilia in a very bad situation despite using the black shoes, gets killed off, and Kyra cannot go forward to try and hit the top side anymore. And the side of Team All-Star Kohima can actually push forward with these minions towards the mid lane. Raren misses out onto the ultimate, doesn't really get a pin this time, but he is sustaining a little too much onto that Akai than we would have expected.
And once again, the Deadly Magic used onto the Akai. Of course, it has a short cooldown now, so I won't be complaining anymore. Even then, I think it would be much wiser to take down Neo or Invoker, because Neo and Invoker have been completely untouched the entire game, except for that one time in the last fight. Okay, once again here, Kyra could be in trouble. Final slash coming through from Corey. Catches him, but Kyra still able to sustain. And with that, the Lord crashing in from the top side. This time, the top side won't survive. There isn't enough HP for this tower to keep standing, so they have to defend it outside the tower. But now, the Lord charging in. The tower will get taken down surely this time. And All-Star Kohima, they might look for an end. And the lanes as well. Look at the minion waves crashing in. It is a very difficult defense here for Astralis. Can they make it happen?
That's the question, can they make it happen? Raren is zoning everybody out from that inhibitor because they want that inhibitor a little too badly. And they actually get it. Corey has made up onto the Rose Gold, so that's going to help him sustain against the Harley Burst as well as the Lilia damage. The Esmeralda might gain an advantage because of that, but it's still okay because he's got the damage from the Brave Smite sustain anyway. So we'll see how it goes on from here, because Vlad Astralis is really pressured and cornered at the moment, and even a Kaja ult isn't going to help at all. Khalid gets an ultimate that's going to be forcing out the black shoot from the Lilia, but she manages to save it, but Tian gets absolutely ulted out of his own base because of the final flash, and now Frollo is going to be the only one trying to sustain. He has to use the Purify to try and run, and Kyra dives in with the Valkyrie. He gets an amazing stun, but he doesn't have the sustain anymore to try and escape, but he actually manages to escape because the side of Team All-Star Kohima is going to be focused on the turret instead of the enemy, but right now they are also focused on the base plus the enemy Raren. Again, he gets a pin. All-Star Kohima just bursting the people down. Khalid zoning the Freya away to realize there's a whole wave of minions coming down the bottom side as well as the mid lane now, and now Freya is going to be caught out alone, and it's going to be All-Star Kohima with a clean victory this time.
And this time, complete dominance being shown here as All-Star Kohima take this series to 2-0. And of course, what a game again, once again. Astralis this time, even though they could have done better in the early game, the fact that they were losing it out in the early game itself means there was no chance for them, even with this Freya and Harley that they had, and they are All-Star Kohima this time not making any mistakes. The objective was not to throw, and this time they did not throw, and that's why they won this game. And honestly speaking, in this match, I think there were so many highlights, but one of the most important guys out there, even though it was not really, he did not really have too many highlight moments, was Invoker. Slowly but surely doing the job right, and of course maintaining that Sky Piercer stacks.
Of course.
And
that's the thing.
I feel sorry for Kian.
He tried so hard, but like I said, Team Australis, they didn't pick up any kind of burst. They went in for a brawly teamfight composition, and then picking the Kaja in a brawly teamfight composition is not the best of situations to be in, because the Kaja needs something like the carry, something like the Lunox, and as well as even the Gord or Farsa could work out. Even the Odette would work out, honestly. Just something who has a burst damage potential to catch down the enemy when the Kaja uses the Divine Judgment, and that just was not happening for the side of Team Astralis. And that went wrong, and it was honestly not their fault either. They probably did not predict for the Akai to get such good pin downs, and that's what happened for the side of Team All Star Kohima. Yes, my apologies, Team All Star Kohima, and they just kind of won it out.
Yep, All Star, they did really well, man. I cannot even remember how well they played like this the last time. But yeah, man, I mean, this game was definitely one of the games where they did not really make too many mistakes, like the first one where they were able to throw a couple of times, because it all starts when Invoker dies. If Invoker doesn't die, nobody throws. Just kidding. But I mean, he didn't die, right, in this match. He didn't die even once. So that's probably one of the reasons why they won this one, you can say. But in the last one, it all started with, of course, that a failed attempt at ambushing someone. And that's when Invoker got caught and things started going out of their hands slowly but surely. But even then, they were able to win that one. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of game 2. It's a best of 5 series, so you need to win 3 games in order to win it. So we're going to go for a longer break this time and give some time for both the teams to prepare. For 10 minutes, we're going to go for a break. So we'll be right back after 10 minutes, guys. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned on Isan.
Divine Judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine Judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning!
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's the annual Cosfest of 2026, 12th annual Cosfest 2026. And of course, if you are at the venue, thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for supporting the event and of course, the pop culture of Northeast India, guys. especially Nagaland, which is such a vibrant place, such a beautiful place, such a nice event which is going on right now. If you want to visit, and I mean, if you're there, then of course call your friends, tell them to visit as well, as there's a Mobile Legends LAN event happening in the same venue alongside all these cultural activities, you can say. And we all know, I mean, of course, me and Sarah could not be there, but you can be here enjoying the event as well. And I mean, what a nice event, Sarah. I mean, events like this do not really take place in too many places around the country. And especially in Nagaland, the fact that it's taking place is such a nice thing for all of us. I'll say all the youth out there who are able to take part in this event.
Of course, and we can actually see like how pretty the venue looks, the decorations, the stalls, even the people. They are so lively right now, and I feel like everyone's pretty excited to be enjoying the time with their friends. They are just, it's a very homely feeling in events like these where you get to experience your own culture. You also get to experience a bit of the handiwork and the hard work that the people do, the local businesses, the stalls, all of it. And while everything that is going on, there's also a little esports tournament going in right alongside it. So children, teenagers, adults, everyone together can find something of their own interest into the venue. And while they roam around with little food in their hands, it's a good time to spend with your loved ones, with your families, with your brothers, sisters, lovers, everybody that's available there. So definitely make sure to visit the place while it's still going on. We do have a few more matches left into the grand finals of the Mobile Legends LAN, and both the teams are kind of waiting for the matches to begin. And the audience also, at the same time, I feel like they are having the time of their lives right now.
Definitely, events like this bring people together, and of course, it creates a sense of community among everyone who is present and participating by, of course, being there at the event, at the venue itself, or even online at the stream. If you're watching right now, thank you so much as well for watching the stream, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, because Isan is going to bring even more events like this for you in the future. So supporting this directly means, of course, supporting the growing pop culture and anime culture. And okay, this is the way we are being shown at the venue, it seems. So guys, if you're out there watching us, then thank you so much for supporting, of course, a small community of Mobile Legends that we have built over time. Love to you guys for, of course, for visiting and watching the LAN event. And the players who are playing it out there as well, of course, they have traveled from far, because not everyone there is from Nagaland. They've traveled from afar to participate in this event, and making it special for all of us. Very memorable, of course, because it's one of the first times that a LAN event is taking place in Nagaland in such a big, becoming a part of such a major event, which is the, of course, 12th annual NAJ Cosfest 2026. And with that ban section already taking place, Australis have finally decided to target ban the Hirara once again, because they have already realized Raren cannot be given away the Hirara. And with that,
That's
I'd like to
what.
bring Hirara here. There's one
They
Hirara
call me
here.
a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
The Little Miss real life Hirara versus the in-game Hirara, who has been banned out this time. I feel like that's just a very respect ban. We have seen the Ling and Marcel ban all 3 games. Obviously, it's respect bans coming in by both the teams. All-Star Kohima at match point, and they definitely have the confidence building up this time. Australis will be banning out Corey's Paquito as well, because we all know Corey Curie is pretty good and well-versed onto that Paquito. So this time around, All-Star Kohima. What can they pick up as their first pick? Jushin again. So they might be looking for the same comp as the second game. With the Jushin into their hands, they can definitely go in for something like the Khalid this time as well. Astralis, meanwhile, they need to think it out. They need to decide what they want towards their mid lane, because if they pick the Lilia, they will be left a bit vulnerable. And the mage pick is honestly not needed in the first 2 picks when your enemy already has the Jushin. The Belleric and Atlas might be a choice, either of them. Atlas more priority than the Belleric, because Belleric can be countered by the Jushin pretty easily, while Atlas cannot all the time. Astralis, they do have the Atlas into their hands if they want to pick it up. They have the Claude if they want to cryo it. They have the Harith. It's going to be the Beleric and the Harith. Now, Beleric I don't understand. I would have preferred Atlas, honestly speaking. But now, which gets us Atlas once again? So, we will have to see how they decide to play around it, because Astralis, maybe they can go in for the Valir as the third pick if that class comes in. So we will see.
Let's see how this draft is going to go. Beleric and Harith are, of course, very good for team fights, man. And I think they are going to get even more control this time if they pair it up with an EXP laner who can provide more space. And I think EXP lane is where Astralis has really been lacking behind. So in this last game, EXP lane, they have to go all out and try to dominate Core QT, because if you can shut down Core QT, then I think the space that Core QT has been creating for All-Star Kohima can get nullified, and that's where the Harith will be able to shine, because I think Kyra plays really, really well on the Harith.
Exactly.
Okay. But this time they have to deal with the... I mean, you told about the Khalid shows up, but they have to deal with the carry. And I think carry is another one that you need to shut down. So the side lanes of All-Star Kohima, if they come online, then it's not going to be an easy game for Astralis. So they have to shut down the side laners right now.
That's the whole point, right? All-Star Kohima have a solid mid lane composition with the Khalid and the Jushin. That's a pretty big win. And towards the goal lane, they have the carry, whose late game is kind of unmatched unless you manage to really catch and shut her down, which is difficult when you have a Beleric, because carry can dodge your ultimate. The Yve is a good choice here because the Yve can counter the Jushin to a certain extent and also zone out the carry with the RWM. Like, either you are caught inside it or you are caught outside it. You can't really stay in the middle place as a carry, because you'll get bursted down very easily. Astralis, though, meanwhile, they have banned out on the Esmeralda, very obvious choice. Beleric still can be forced into the EXP, realizing that Atlas has been taken out. Alongside that, I feel like they should take out something like the Alice, maybe, because with the Yve, the Alice works absolutely bonkers. While All-Star Kohima will be the ones with the last ban. Uranus will be taken out so that no issues is created for the Harith in this game. And they are also leaving options open for a possible assassin pick into the jungle.
Definitely. I think they might be going in for an assassin. Of course, it's an assassin meta. Ling is wide open for Astralis to pick up if they want, but I would have preferred if Astralis went for a Farsa, because I think Farsa does much better against the carry instead of this Yve. Of course, the Yve is also a good hero, but you do need then an EXP laner to back it up, especially a damage EXP if possible, because there's a utility mage. It will be able to zone out the carry outside the RWM, but that's still not enough to take the carry down. So that's the reason why I would have preferred a Farsa. But now that I've picked up the Yve, you need a damage EXP to pair it up with. And I think they can go for the Lapu Lapu this time. I think I would love to see the Lapu Lapu here. What do you think about it? Lapu Lapu along with the Beleric and the Yve. I think it will create a lot of space for this Harith. Okay, Padang.
I think we are following somebody's footsteps here, ladies and gentlemen, and the Badang pick will be coming in this time. But look at Raren, bro is on his one-trick main hero, the Baxia, and that is absolutely devastating for a Beleric, for the Yve as well, for the Harith as well, because how can they really burst down a Baxia in the early game? It's near to impossible. Along with that, Corey picks up onto the Yuzhong. So very physical heavy combo for the side of Old Star Kohima, and Astralis need to think about what they want to pick up on towards their EXP, because Yuzhong usually wins lanes and Beleric is the EXP laner. So the jungler is going to be the X-Borg against a Baxia and the carry and a Jushin and a Khalid who can easily burst down your Firaga armor. Choice, I would say, but that might not be the pick unless it's like your very comfort pick against Raren's Baxia. Questionable, but let's see how that works.
I think there's still hope for Astralis. The Padang can work out really well if you're using it on the Zushin, and the carry after, of course, their dash skills are baited, the Crimson Beacon and the Spectre Step was it called or something like that, the Spectre
Yes.
Step and the Crimson Beacon. If those are baited out and then you go in for the combo, then I think they can get caught in the RWM and of course the Blasting Fist. So I think it's going to be a nice combo if they can work it out properly. But at the same time, Kori Cutie on the Yuzong is going to be another signature pick alongside the Baxia of Raren. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last game. I mean, this is not the last game, but this could be the last game of All-Star Kohima versus Australis, as All-Star Kohima are leading by 2-0 and Australis are looking for a comeback. And in this one, the one who wins is going to decide if we're going to go for all game 5 or, of course, are we going to settle down for a 3-0 win for All-Star Kohima. Kian, of course, getting caught 7 times in the last match. This time around, he'll be careful. Even Monesi as well. Just like the first game where Invoker was almost getting poked down, he's also very low right now, but he's still able to sustain through, and there will be no first bloods given away yet. But look at his rotation. What is Raren doing there?
He is just, that's just Raren and his confidence onto
Whoa!
the box. Yeah, oh no, but Witch has already used up the flicker, but wow, Hemping and Witch, the duo onto the mid side. Like, both of them are mid laners. Oh no, Raren is kind of gone here. No way, he used up his first kill so wrongly and he got taken down. But, oh nah.
He does get the blue though. He does get the blue.
He did get the blue. He did get the blue.
And with that, things have started off already. Raren takes the buff away, but he will pay the price with his life. And this time around, Australis are actually ahead for the first time in this third game. Because of course, the first 2 games, they did not really, they were not really ahead. They did not get the first blood or anything. But this time, Australis are starting out, and they are starting out strong. 1-0 already, and of course, even if the buff was taken away, they can still recover because the rest of the jungle creeps do give, the same amount of EXP as the buffs now. So
Yes.
I think it's still not a losing trade for Australis.
Indeed. But definitely it will take some time though, and it is already the problem is that All-Star Kohima have already engaged. Wrath of the Dryads will be used up along with the RWM. That's going to be Raren securing the retribution this time around, and he's absolutely charging in onto the X-Borg, and the Beleric once he realizes that their skills have been used up, and this is again a decent comeback from the initial setback that All-Star Kohima had. And somehow, okay, Harith, you need to calm down and not go into bushes like that.
Yep, and Raren and Kori setting up for a very, very big trap here. But if it's a if it's a Beleric that goes up to them,
they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it that the Beleric just walked past them.
Yep.
Wow.
Petrify combo on the Beleric and Rolo. He uses the Wrath of the Dryads, but it's not enough to take. If not going to survive, but okay, Kyra going in, dashing in and out. Neo very low, Witch as well, could be falling here. Nobody dies, and All-Star Kohima are able to make another good trade for themselves.
Exactly. Good trade onto the top side, that's giving your Yuzong quite a bit of a lead in the early game itself, because that way he will be able to easily catch down the Yeeve towards the mid game onwards, and when that happens, let's see how it works out for the side of All-Star Kohima though, because they have managed to secure almost a 1k goal lead into their hands, and Kyra is actually getting pressured quite a lot despite having a Harith against the carry in the early game, who usually wins against the carry in the early game. But yep, look at that, which is going to be present onto the map right there to zone the Harith away. And now, with the next turtle coming up in another 12 seconds, we will be able to see an all-out team fight, because this time around, the RWM will take a few seconds to come online, and until then, All-Star Kohima have got a very free access to the turtle, but the river control is in the hands of Australis, so we'll have to see, Freda.
Definitely, man. I think there's a lot that can take place in this turtle fight, especially with the way Frollo is going in very aggressively. If he can zone out some members, then I think this turtle could be going. Oh, look at Kian. He's going in for the engage first.
Oh, okay. But Neo is here for the backup though, and that's going to be the carry with the ultimate, and that's going to be a burst down onto the Badan. Going to take down Kyra in the midst of a double kill for Neo already in the early game. That's not good for the side of Astralis, and that's a clean fight as Team All-Star Kohima secure a 3 as well as the turtle, and now the mid lane tier 1 is going to be absolutely demolished by them with nobody to defend it from the wrath of the carry.
Oh my god, that is not the good fight for Astralis. They take the first blood, but after that, the way All-Star Kohima have made a comeback. Every single thing has been working out for them in their favor. Nothing has gone wrong yet for them. But I mean, like I told last time, I'll say it again. It all depends on Mr. Invoker, Mr. Hemping out there. If he does not die, then there's no way Astralis can win this game. So they have to mark down Neo. They have to mark down Invoker. But I think that's not going to happen as long as... Oh, Witch and Raren, look at the party. They arrived once and they arrived together. And there is the RWM. Neo gets caught though. Raren as well inside the RWM. Lot of damage being taken by this Bakshia.
Oh, no.
Double kill for Monesi. And with that, Astralis giving a reply, giving a response that All-Star Kohima, we are not going down in this last game without a fight. We are going to give our best this time.
Exactly, and they want to say that this might not even be the last game after all, because they know that here, oh well, bit overextend, sir. You need to back off, and he uses the Raging Sandstorm defensively. Alright, but that was definitely quite a lot of damage onto Kyra, especially because of the fact I feel like Kyra didn't have his mana to cast the second skill and get the shield to kind of immune some of the damage that the Khalid was dealing. But let's see though, the turtle is up once again in another 3 seconds, which means that the fight will be breaking out, and the side of Team Astralis just doesn't seem interested enough into the turtle, while the jungler for the side of Astralis is at level 8. Raren is on a level 10, so that's quite a lot of level difference. Rather, the Dryad comes in, Badang gets a fist crack on the 2-3 people, but now he's going to be left alone. That's going to be Kyra trying to deal some damage, but he did manage to back off in this situation. But Corey Cutie takes down the Yves, and now he will be caught out though, so he might just die here. Yep, that's going to be the Sky Piercer trigger for the X-Borg. 1 stack for him right there. 1-for-1 trade, but the turtle being taken away in All-Star Kohima's favor.
Yep, and oh, Kian, Neo probably unaware. Oh my god, did he miss it out? Oh no, seems like Neo could be surviving, but oh, he will get it taken down as well. Raren arrives to the party, he wants to take down Kian. He will punish Kian, it seems, but Kian might be able to escape. But no, it's too late. He gets caught in the wall that he makes himself. Oh my goodness, Kian. The dash was wrong. It was an auto dash. He could have dashed outside the wall. But no, he gets caught in the wall that he built himself. And with that, Astralis here are making some mistakes they have to avoid. Because if they keep making these small mistakes, then All-Star Kohima are going to take this game away. But alongside that, okay, Witch scouting out for Kyra. Kyra able to recall. Long push. And now, with that, another fight could be breaking out here in the river area. I think the side of All-Star Kohima are focused on taking down this bottom lane tier 1. And the side of Astralis, they want to defend it, but Kian, okay, conceal use there. Witch.
Definitely can't see this, like, he's just there.
Oh my god!
That's going to be Rolo with the flicker Wrath of Diet coming in. Wait, did almost same for, but okay, Corey is there, double petrify, purify being used up by Kyra right then and there. Good waste of resources coming in from the side of both the teams. Wasted out the purify as well as the petrify at the same time. But now Astralis is looking for a re-engage. They know that the resources have been used up by the side of All-Star Kohima, and they go back in, and now Raren is going to be the one getting caught out in the middle of 4 people, and now Carrie and Jushin will be left all by themselves, and the Lord is up and Raren is dead, which means it's a free green signal for the side of Astralis to take that Lord.
And now the way that they've made things turn around for themselves, Astralis are looking for the Lord as well. And Darren is not alive. He's not on the map right now. So Astralis can go for this Lord. Rich, on the other hand, trying to take an angle that where he can try to pick off Astralis backline. But oh my god, a very good Breath of the Dryads, and they get the first objective of the game, and they get a kill as well. Cory QT, does he want to go for Kyra? Kyra still dashing in and out. Oh, he misses out on the jump. The Furious Dive gets missed out on, but Kyra still diving in, and he will be able to escape. But take a look at the final insanity, and with that, Alan Wake getting 1 kill, could be getting 2 here. Lot of damage. Raren very low, immobilized. But oh, take a look at Cory. He's still surviving. He's still able to sustain all of that. But now he might be getting taken down finally by Kyra.
Has been slain.
Insane, and look at the way Monacy was trying to chase down onto Neo, but Neo, using the bush play, he actually managed to survive, and instead it was Cory who drew all the attention onto himself, and he was the one who got taken down. Very, very equal game going in so far. Both the teams making a little bit mistakes, both teams going in for good setups and engages. But All-Star Kohima, what can they really do to get back the early lead which they had is the question, because Raren is somehow unable to sustain when he goes in because he's caught out in the middle of 3-4 people all at the same time. Roland's setups have been immaculate so far. He's getting those flickers, he's getting the Breath of Dryads on point. And unfortunately, look at the way he sets up, and that's going to be Invoker actually manages to survive that situation, and now Monacy is going to be caught out, and Dragon is going to be chasing him down. Neo still has the ultimate, will try to use it on the Xbox, realizes the Sky Piercer could trigger any second, flickers out of that situation, and the Lord will be cleared out by Raren onto the bot side, but the mid lane tier 2 will fall into the hands of Astralis as they are gaining their lead back into this series.
Yes, and with that, the score is 11-10 right now. The goal lead is in favor of Australia. They have the map control as well. They've taken down all the towers except the inhibitors. And that's good news here, Astralis, because the later this game goes, of course, they are going to get a lot of damage, even out of the Eve, not just the Harriet and X-Borg, because even the Eve starts dealing a lot of damage just with that Void Blast. So Neo is going to have a hard time able to position in those team fights, especially when the RWM drops. They have to retreat because they are going to be taking a lot of damage from Monacy. And on the other side, All-Star Kohima, they are looking for more stuff on the map, but they are not able to find any because Witch and Raren, they're constantly getting pressured because of Monacy, and Monacy is the main player here because of whom they are able to get these team fights going in their favor. Krollo as well coming in with the Wrath of the Dryads. Very crucial moments where he has done it perfectly, catching at least 3 members, and that's been, been able to give the team fight advantage to Astralis, because then Kyra has been able to get the space that he needs in order to work and deal the damage. Now, Cory QT, of course, he has been trying his best to target the right members, but the way Krollo has been cancelling his, of course, his Petrify combos along with Kian, it's not really working out so well. But another one, another Lord starting out. Let's see if in this Lord, All-Star Kohima can get what they're looking for, or will Astralis be able to upset them once again?
That's the thing, and the damage from the Eve is already hitting quite a lot, and this time around Kian is again in a good position, gets the flicker. It doesn't get the ultimate on the right target though, but Invoker is definitely getting caught out. Kyra has used up the ultimate. Cory QT onto the backside, trying to target as many people as possible, but the Priest are raging Sandstorm on the perfect target. Krollo gonna be caught out very low. That's going to be the Khalid getting taken down, and now Invoker as well as Neo are in a bit of a danger, and that's going to be the Sky Piercer coming in from Alan Big. I think it's the triple hit, and now he's taking down onto Raren, and Raren will be able to escape with his first kill, but the side of Team Astralis are back into the game, and they have been back for quite some time now, and I mean, we underestimate the Xbox pick, but looks like it's a comfort pick after all.
Yes, it's a comfort pick. It's a comeback pick, you can say. They have picked it up, these heroes, to make the comeback, and now the comeback seems possible for Astralis. Astralis, they have the Lord in their side. They have to sing the minion waves, and they have to crash them all together in order to get this win in their favor. IGN are forced to stay inside. It's not my bad, not IGN. All-Star Kohima are forced to stay inside their base towers, and they definitely have to make a very big defense, a very good defense. But the thing is, they do not have enough, I would say, enough wave clear, because Zushin cannot really clear the waves as easily as it seems. Monesi can do it. So that's why it's going to be more difficult here because they have to protect Neo as well at the same time. But now look at the damage coming in from Kyra as well. So much damage onto Witch. They commit everything onto this mid lane, and the way they've been able to zone everyone out with that RWM. Oh my goodness, Witch gets melted down instantly. Lord marching down bottom side. Invoker. Oh my God, Kyra! So much damage. Oh, Petrify combo coming in as well. And with that, they're going all in for this fight. Raren gets taunted out. Corey Cutie gets a kill. But is that enough to survive this? Lord, oh my God, Lord going in as well into the base. Neo trying his best to defend, but he will get taken down. And it's a comeback for Australis. The game goes on. It's going to be a 2-1 score. And now Australis are finally in the game and they can put up a fight against All-Star Kohima.
What a beautiful match coming in from the side of Astralis. All-Star Kohima just lacking in terms of damage. They didn't get the scaling at the right moment. And Astralis took complete advantage of that. And I feel like giving Kyra his Harith is a mistake at this point. Note it down, All-Star Kohima, if you want to win this. Because if Kyra gets his Harith, this is going to be a reverse sweep.
Definitely, I think it could be happening that way because, the Harith is such a menace on Kyra. Kyra has been able to pull off every single game very well whenever he has played the Harith. Even with the carry, you have not been able to shut him down. And gotta give credit this time to Kian and Krollo because they have done so much better than the last game. Corey was not able to get the space that he needed, which was also getting shut down. At the same time, Raren was not really able to survive the true damage that was coming through from Alan Wake. And of course, gotta talk about the way Invoker played as well in this game because Invoker, even though he has performed so well in the last one, in this one, Monesi clearly stole the show, clearly took the spotlight. He was the main guy. He was the one backing up Kian and Krollo and creating even more space, lowering down the HPs of Neo, Invoker, Corey. And that's when Kyra was able to shine along with Alan to finish off those team fights. And it was overall a very good game from both the teams. But of course, once again, we're heading straight into the draft because no more waiting. It's time to decide if Australis, do they deserve that grand final spot or this one game was just a fluke. What do you think?
Even the
I'm
Your
with
team is
before the scattering petals.
I don't know. It could be anything at this point, but Astralis did play well though. I felt like All-Star Kohima was lacking the synergy that they had in the first two games.
Magic is my
They were
life.
actually lacking that.
Your
And yeah,
team
respect
is
ban.
picking.
Look at that. That's going to be the Harith getting taken out
Finally.
this time. Finally, indeed. And Astralis, they will have to think what they want to pick up. The Freya is gone. The Harith is gone. The Jushin is in availability as a first pick, but they saw what happens when you first pick the Jushin. All-Star Kohima just did it and it didn't work out for them. So Astralis definitely needs to think this through as to what they want to do with that, and they prioritize the Belleric. Now All-Star Kohima, all they need to do is try and think about something with the Atlas. The Atlas and the Gourd will be a very good choice here if they honestly want to go in for it. Along with that, they can try and get the Claude towards the third pick. But if they don't want to do that, they can go for the Eve and the Claude all together, and
Dexter,
even that
it's our
works out for
showtime.
them. And I feel like that is something exactly what they are planning to do right now.
Definitely. I feel like Claude is something that works very well in this current meta. And of course, like you said, everything else ever player knows how to play the Claude.
Is picking.
They pair it up with the Atlas, which worked out pretty well, of course, except for those couple of fumbles that we saw. Of course, the Atlas missing out on his Fatal Links with a flicker, along with the Conceal. So, of course, other than if you forget about those, then it was a flawless game. But of course, in those big moments where you're expecting Atlas to pull a 4-man setup, 3-man setup, that's where things don't work out. So, don't expect too much from Atlas, guys. Don't expect too much. Things can go wrong. Things can go anyway. But right now, taking a look at the
First rule around
other
here.
side, carry being
Break
picked
all
up
the
this time by
rules.
Astralis.
Picking.
Seems like they're more confident that they can do better on the carry than Neo. And that's why they're going to give it into the hands of Kyra this time. Monesi onto the Valentina. And I think
Valentina.
it could work very well because And especially if this Valentina is on a Purify, you are going to get... No, wait a minute. If you're on the Purify, then you can cancel the... You will be immune from the Atlas ult, but then you will not be able to do the flicker combo, right? So, but the thing is that Valentina does have 2 dashes.
You should be ashamed.
What do you think?
For
What should
not
be better on
trusting
this
yourself.
Valentina?
Team is banning.
Should it be flicker? Wait.
On to Valentina, I feel like the Flicker is a better choice because you need some kind of an escape from the Claude as well. This time around, though, the Eudora is actually a very good pick here, I would say, because the Valentina is kind of rendered useless against the Eudora. Like,
I am
even
the
by chance,
power
if
of
the
light
Valentina tries to
incarnate.
go in to cast the Atlas ultimate towards her enemy, the Eudora can just stun and finish her up at the right time. So that's a very good decision making coming in from the side of All-Star Kohima here. And now the Kaja will be taken out again. They might also take out something like the Uranus once more, like they did in game number 1. Though Astralis will be the ones to take down the EXP laners here, especially Corey's Alice can be taken out. The Paquita has already been taken out. So what's left is the Arlott and also the Esmeralda to a certain extent. Again, Uranus stands with the side of Astralis as well, and it is going to be the Arlott getting taken out for now.
They pick off the Arlott, Kaja. Kaja, of course, even though it didn't
They
work
call
out for
me a
him in the
hero
game 2,
because I
in
saved
this
my
kind of
nation
draft where
from
you're
falling
having
apart.
Eudora and Atlas, the Kaja can work really well. It will not really die even if the Eudora stuns him, so it can clear out bushes much better, and at the same time, you can actually pick off the Eudora first, and Eudora is very vulnerable if it once get caught in that Divine Judgment. So that's the reason why this Kaja getting banned out. On the other hand, Arlott, of course, a respect ban here coming in for Corey and Yisun Shin. Didn't work out very well in the first or second game. I can't remember which one exactly, but Yisun Shin did not really work out for them. Even then though, All-Star Kohima banned out the Yisun Shin. What is the reason behind this? Is it because they want to go for the... Wait a minute. Am I thinking, is it going to be the Hanzo here?
The clouds are ever shifting.
Might be a
but this
Hanzo.
heart
Is
remains
picking.
steadfast.
What do you think?
Oh, I mean, last game definitely possible here though, and it honestly does work to counter the carry and Valentina to a certain extent as well. But we will have to see because sometimes that man is a little hesitant towards picking the Hanzo. The Edith is not that much of a wise choice in this case because there's a Valentina who can counter the Edith by copying her ultimate, and the All-Star Kohima, meanwhile, they need some more damage. The Thamus comes in. Obviously, Corey last game Thamus, and that's like obviously a possibility, and that's exactly what happens. The Alice cannot be picked up anymore here. The Alice is going to get countered. So what's left towards the EXP? Uranus, that's the only possibility that I can see for Astralis right here if they want to win against the Claude. And for jungle, they can't try to get the Hayabusa to a certain extent, otherwise the Suyo works to another extent, and it also denies Raren of his Suyo. Raren Suyo is pretty decent, but other than that, maybe the Harley, but then again, no, not the Harley against the Eudora though. Again, the Export comes in, alright, so they're expecting something like a Baxia jungle, and they're still deciding whether to send the best.
Your team is picking.
Same thing again.
I think it's going to be another, they're probably doubling down on what already worked out last time. And this time, the only change here is the Valentina. But I think the Valentina can still work out pretty well. Especially because the enemy has these ults. Like even Eudora's ult is not really like you have to target a hero anymore. It's an AoE ult. So I think the Eudora's ult is also a kind of ult that can work out for this Valentina. Thamus, no. Claude, no. Only the Atlas can. And I think one way how they can do it is use the Valentina for a pick-off. And I think if they use the Valentina for a pick-off, the side of Australis can actually have a good team fight. But they have to remember, even though it's the same comp, they do not have the Eve like the last time. So the DPS is not going to be there in the early game. So they have to make decisions depending on that. Meanwhile, All-Star Kohima this time, they are going for a complete pick-off game. They are just going to let Corey QT dive the backline and do whatever he wants. go 1v3, go 1v4 or whatever, but we're going to go for pickoffs. That's all that's going to happen. And with that, we're on the loading screen, ladies and gentlemen. No need to be, of course, worried about whatever is going to happen, because we are here to enjoy the game. We're here to enjoy the Cosfest 2026, and this is just a part of the event where you can witness some esports, of course, Mobile Legends esports. And with that, we are into the game, ladies and gentlemen.
5 seconds
Astralis
till the enemy
onto
reaches
the
the
blue side
battlefield.
this time, and
Smash them.
it's going to be All-Star Kohima
deployed.
onto the red side. And the thing which is going to be interesting about this game is All-Star Kohima. If they win this one, it's over for Astralis. They are going to go home, and All-Star Kohima are going to win the grand finals and take the cash prize pool. And if you want to know what the cash prize pool is, then do shout in the venue. What is the price? What is the price pool? And you'll be able to know it very soon, I guess. On the other side, though, in this lane matchup, I think picking up the Thamus was a very wise choice.
I honestly agree with you that Thamus is like a smart little pick who can sustain and also like help your goal laner to deal damage to the enemy goal laner while you soak up everything. And the Vengeance, of course, so the carry will have a little bit of a disadvantage when hitting the Thamus. Obviously, the Vengeance is going to hurt you, the Justice is going to hurt you, the Blade Armor is going to hurt you all at the same time. So, obviously, and it's one of Corey's signature picks. I told you, if the enemy picks up anything tanky towards the EXP, it's just going to be locking in onto that Thamus. And mid lane, though, the Valentina will definitely face some issues against the Eudora, who's going to be this annoying little thing that comes in. And All-Star Kohima. Right now, that Atlas is being caught out a bit low because Valentina can actually use some more skills, but Raren is ready with a deadly magic. Raren, what? Did he just lag there, or was that just a mistake? What in the world?
I don't understand that either, but okay, Corey. The thing is, Beleric after that buff, escaping his first skill has become a little bit more difficult, but if you are a player with good faster reaction, you can still escape it. And Corey might be able to get this level 4 first. But oh yes, he will. And with that, they have started out the turtle. Let's see who gets this one.
Indeed, the turtle has been started, which has been caught low. Valentina has been targeted far away from her team, and now which is the one who's getting zoned out, and the turtle control is in the hands of Team Astralis somehow. It's gonna be the deadly magic getting used up on the Valentina, but Raden uses a deadly magic but doesn't use the cards, and now there's going to be Crollo who steals away the turtle. Lasting Insanity will be used up. Neo comes in with the Blazing Duet, which will get taken down by the carry with the same similar rotation. Now Corey is showing why that is his signature pick, and that is going to be the triple kill coming in from the hands of All-Star Kohima's EXP laner. Good rotation by the goal laners too, but Thamus really did steal that show.
Definitely. I was talking to you about how Corey is going to be left all alone in the backline to do a 2v1, 1v3 or 1v2, and there he is. Okay, Witch going in. And with that, you know that this carry does not have a Purify. But he's still able to sustain though. Oh my goodness, but finally will get taken down. And not taking a Purify is not what you want to do, especially against an Atlas like Witch, because he is an Atlas veteran. Just kidding, he's not even a roamer, guys. He does not even play the roam, but oh my god! What was that from Kian? A desperate attempt at trying to get Invoker, and he will be taking the prize instead. And Invoker picks up the Genius, and Corey gets his item, and Kian will be regretting that moment for the rest of this game. But hopefully that's not affect their momentum.
Hope so, but the all eyes on Kyra is kind of the situation in this game, because Kyra was the one carrying the previous game too. Alan did manage to do well, but then again, an Xborg is an Xborg, and against a Harley, Eudora, and a Claude, your shield just gets bursted every now and then, and now Invoker is here for the rotation once again. And they know that if they mark down the carry even once, she is as good as dead, because she cannot...
Oh wow. Witch, what did you just do there, my boy?
Okay, sir. Okay. We see.
Oh my god, Kian!
Okay. Oh no!
Hero has been slain.
what is happening here? Too many moments which are better left unexplained. You can decide what you want to call them. But okay, Alan Wake being forced out here by Corey. So much damage being done here. Frollo as well. He has to use him to get to the drives if he wants to survive this. Monesi able to protect Frollo there with the help of the Fatal Links. That is not how I intended the Fatal Links to be used though. But that's also a way of using the Fatal Links. You can protect your teammates with the Fatal Links on the Valentina. Now, the goal lead is already so much for All-Star Kohima that, oh my god, Frollo is getting melted down.
Oh, no way. Ryan kind of missed the last two cards and that was honestly disadvantageous. But right now they wanted the tower though, and Kian had to use up his ultimate just for the tower while Neo got it all by himself on the top side. Just a little bit of zoning coming in from the side of All-Star Kohima. So it looks like this game around Astralis is just so scattered somehow. Their gameplay feels very haphazard and the synergy isn't there all right now, because last game it felt like they were just absolutely bursting people down together, but with the Harris getting taken out this game, that has become a questionable situation. And Corey, bro, alone is enough to take down 3 people from the side of Astralis right now, and that is how good his Thamud is for some reason. And it is also helping All-Star Kohima at the same time to maintain that 4k goal lead, and the damage from the Eudora is also a little too much for the Badang to handle, and Harley and Eudora go so well together. Now this is something to be noted down, because Eudora, she also helps to reduce the magic defense a bit sometimes with the genius wand, and there's always the fatal links coming in at the same time, but no burst this time though, because Harley isn't present there. But Harley is on a different mission altogether. I know he wants to remove that shield, and he will be able to do it almost like within a second, which means that there's going to be no contest for the turtle. Fatal link from the Valentina on the 2 people this time. The Vakian will get taken down, but so will Invoker. When Wrath of the Dryad gets used up before the turtle, and they also give away the turret shield at 7 minutes. Now, this is just questionable at this point.
Very, very questionable moves, right? I mean, they play so well and suddenly they fumble so hard. But the way All-Star Kohima, they are looking to end the game. They know that they understand that they cannot give too many opportunities to Astralis like they did the last time, because then the punishment coming through will be, of course, a BO5 suddenly turning into a BO1. That's the thing that they do not want to do, and that's why they have been trying their best. But take a look at the farm difference between both the goal laners. It's almost 1.5k, and that's almost an item, because I think the Claude is about to complete that corrosion side, and once he gets that, the damage that he's going to be dealing is just way too much. But on the other hand, carry as well, he does have both of these items that is very crucial, but there's a lot of time left for that DHS to come through as well. So the frontliners from the side of All-Star Kohima, they have to try their best to end the game as soon as possible before that item is completed for Kyra, because once he gets that, that's when things are going to become difficult for Witch and Corey QT, because they are going to get melted before they know it.
Absolutely, and right now All-Star Kohima is at a very tough situation. They're trying to mark down the Valentina, and both of these roamers
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Valentina uses the Fatal Link, the Fatal Link coming in from the original at last, and the way Corey is just diving onto the people. Blazing Duet to take down the Exborg here, and Corey be like, I would let you even come close to my team, and if you think about it, you're as good as good, and that is exactly what he is doing right now. So good job to him right there. I know one of my sisters is very proud to see him on the screen right now, and shout out to her if she is watching this. But other than that, All-Star Kohima, they are absolutely demolishing Astralis right now. 3-9 is the score line. There is a 6k goal lead into their hands, and I just don't know what can Astralis really do here. The carry, if she goes in, she's going to get caught out by the Eudora and the Atlas. She doesn't have a Purify to escape. And then again, the Valentina is a utility mate. That's a little too much utility for the mid lane. There's practically no damage except for the carry. and maybe the Xborg to a certain extent.
Definitely. The way Corey has been playing, he's just zoning out so many members all alone. Here once again, Frollo coming into the battle price. A lot of damage was done here. Which gets taken down first. They do not have the fatal links. Kian! Bad positioning. Deadly Magic used as well. A lot of resources burned here from All-Star Kohima's side. This is an opening that Astralis can use to take down the Lord. But do they want to do that when Raren is alive? Raren is on 0 deaths as well. Corey QT uses the ultimate. This will force out all the members away of Astralis. But take a look at that. The Blazing Duet coming through as well. Corey and Neo single-handedly taking down so many members. Double kill for them. They come in with this stun, but
Corey?
modestly, he dies himself. And with that, the base is almost wide open. Crollo, 1
Oh,
HP.
1%.
Oh my god, Kyra, can you defend this? They could have been targeting the base right now. And 1 HP, the base is. Oh my god, it's a miracle if Kyra can survive this. But oh, the lethal ignition does not allow him to survive. Another wave of minion coming through. And with that, another missed ult from which lot of damage. 1 HP base, and they survived this one. Astralis are still alive.
Yesterday, Rora did the same thing to their opponents. Uranus just tanked the base and they ended the game on 1 win. But today, it feels like All-Star Kohima are trying to recreate that, but they just lacked a little bit of the sustain that the Uranus had, I would say. But otherwise, one more hit had Corey been able to tank, that would have been a clean end for the side of All-Star Kohima. Right now, they're lacking their EXP and they're hesitating to engage because they know that if they engage and get caught, it's very bad for them because carry will get a lot of scaling. But Valentina still has Jackless ult. And it doesn't look like Witch is really interested in engaging till his ult is back online. It comes back now, so maybe they'll be looking for an engagement onto the top side to take down that shield and also get the engage online. Everybody from the side of both teams are awake. 1 inhibitor down, base to half HP, and that is the entire issue for the side of Astralis right now.
And people at the LAN event, are you excited? Are you enjoying this game? If you are, then do give a big shout because this game is getting only interesting from here on. A 1 HP base that could have been ended. All-Star Kohima have just done the biggest fumble that they've done. They have of course surpassed their own levels and fumbled so hard just now. If Astralis can make a comeback for this, then they are going to be so of course they're going to be so happy. And on the other hand, All-Star Kohima will be regretting that one basic attack for the rest of them. Oh my god, Raren, why would you do that? Why would you want to poke in a bush where you don't know who is there? And Monesi using that fatal links for the right thing in this game for the first time. He is able to do what he was supposed to do with that fatal links, and which is catching Raren. And now the Lord is in 20 seconds. Raren might be up before the Lord, but can Astralis melt the Lord before Raren arrives?
That is the question. It's like Raren kept hitting his cards onto that bush and he knew that Valentina's HP was falling. And the Valentina was like, I have had enough of your poking me, little swing boy, and I'm just going to flicker ulti and my team is going to finish you before the Lord. And that's exactly what he did in the situation. A very TikTok-like moment, I would say. But then again, All-Star Kohima, they have started out on the Lord. Raren's already there. Xborg might look for a contest with the lasting insanity, but I don't think Corey is going to allow him any of that. Wrath of the Dryad comes in from Polo along with the flicker. So definitely a very bad engage this time because there is nobody from the side of Astralis to deal with damage to that, and they are going to be taken down. 4 members down. Kian, the only one alive. Kian trying to cut down the mid lane because he knows that it is as good as over, and he is just...
Oh my god.
Okay.
Whoa.
He knows it's over.
It's finally over. And All-Star Kohima will be able to get the Nexus and get the victory of the Grand Finals of the ESAN Esports Association of Nagaland, brought to you this Cosfest 2026 LAN event, and they are going to be the victors. Congratulations to Team All-Star Kohima. Neo, Witch, Corey QT, Rarin, and Invoker. What a game. And also, a very big shout out to, of course, Astralis, Team Astralis, Kian, Kyra, Monisi, Krolo, and Alan Wake. They also put up a good fight, but in the end, All-Star Kohima wins the game and they win the championship. They take the prize pool home. But Astralis, they take away memories, they take away learnings, and they are only going to grow better from here on.
Of course, beautiful gameplay coming in by both the teams. The third game was particularly very interesting, I would say, but just little mishaps here and there, a little bit of draft issues into the first game, little synergy issue into the last game, and that's the only things which went wrong for the side of Astralis. But other than that, I feel like All-Star Kohima, they did a fantastic job into the drafting, into the rotation, and to all the pretty ladies in the chat, you all should be very proud right now, and I know you are, because All-Star Kohima are your champions with a clean 3-1 win. That's definitely something to be very proud of. And honestly speaking, the audience as well, make sure to cheer up for your players. The prize ceremony will be there too after a while, so make sure to enjoy as much as possible, because this was the last game of the MOBA 5v5 finals, and we saw a 3-1 sweep coming in from the side of All-Stars Kohima, and the fan favorites will remain the favorites along with being the champions right now.
Yep, and with that, we have come to the end of this event. But of course, guys, there's a lot of things that you can do at the event. You can explore the event, and if you want, you can also, of course, spend some time with your friends and family and your lovers. So do not waste any time out there. And of course, if you want, you can congratulate the winners as well, which is a very big player, by the way. He has played international tournaments, in case you don't know. You might want to take a photograph or two, or his autograph as well, if you want. The rest of the players are also very well-known players, and shout out to everyone out there who participated in the tournament as well as watched the event live at the venue, because it's only because of people like you that events like this are possible. So make sure you keep supporting, make sure you keep watching, and with that, it's me, Fredo. Alongside me, that was Sarah, and we'll be taking our goodbyes. But enjoy the event, guys.